Matthias, how are you?
Greg. Very good. How are you?
I am stinking groovy. Thanks for asking. So finally, we get to see you guys rescheduling the show. What,
Right.
you got 5 or 6 shows that you're coming back to the States for?
Yes. We had to miss out on those 5 shows from the last tour last year. And, we just don't feel good about it. It's nobody's fault. If somebody gets sick, especially the singer, and he just couldn't do it anymore. And but we promised we come back, and we always keep our promises. So I'm glad that we come back to San Antonio very soon.
Well, San Antonio will be glad to see you as well. It's the Crazy World Tour, Friday, September 7th, the Freeman Coliseum. Queensryche opening up for you guys. That's kind of a throwback to the residency you had at the Hard Rock, right?
Right. It was. We toured with them anyway, like 3 years ago, I guess, and or 2 years ago. And great band. We get along very well. And now they have a new album out, and it's worth listening to. And it should be good. They have a new set of songs, and we have a changed set list from last time we played San Antonio, and we have a great one. It's like hits only.
Oh, nice. Well, I know all the shows that I've seen, and there's been several in San Antonio, the audience doesn't have a problem singing along with you.
I don't think so. No.
Yeah, it gets pretty loud in there, and in a good way.
Yes. San Antonio always has been a great place to play for us. Starting out in, actually the first time we were there supporting Ted Nugent in 1979. And we came back in 1980, and since then, since we were headliners ourselves, since the Blackout Tour in 1982, we constantly came back to San Antonio and always, had a great response from the audience. And yeah, they're well rehearsed as far as singing is concerned, and they don't need a teleprompter like ours.
Right.
They know it by heart.
Well, speaking of the lead singer, how's Klaus feeling? Is things going all right?
Oh, yeah, very, very good. We have since then, since last year, when we had to cancel the 5 shows, we have the new policy which says no more back-to-back shows, because that's killing a singer like him who is singing very high and, difficult songs to sing. We have in the set list, and now it's easier. We just finished 5 weeks of the European run, mainly outdoors, great places from Tel Aviv to Athens to Verona in Italy or Spain, Barcelona, Lisbon, Paris, Switzerland. We played all over the place just now. I just came back 3 days ago, and, every show he was full on, but because we had a day off, which is usually a travel day, but a real day off between the shows, and that's what we're going to do in the States now as well. And for, the remaining shows of this year and in the future anyway, that's, for the singer, it's deadly if you have to sing, a full-on show and then travel overnight and play the next one. When we were younger, we did 5 shows a week, but now, it makes more sense, and then we don't have to cancel anything.
Right. That makes a lot of sense. Now, speaking of the tour you just went through in Europe, you guys definitely have a worldwide appeal. How many countries do you think you guys have played in?
I have to count it again. It sounds like almost too much, but somebody told me we played in 82 different countries.
Wow.
And there is New Zealand coming up this year where we've never been before. They would make it 83, and we played earlier this year in Slovenia and Serbia when we started the tour in March, where we had never played before. So I have to really sit down one day and count it, but it's a lot. And somebody told me also we are the band who plays most countries out of all the bands in the world.
Wow.
Because we really go from New Caledonia, we all know where that is, to Alaska and down to, Colombia, Bolivia, Argentina, and I don't know, then to Taiwan, Singapore, Malaysia, you name it, Korea, Japan. We played all of them, apart from the 30 countries in Europe. So it's quite a few.
Is there
and,
Is there a country on your bucket list that you still would like to go to?
Yes, we have one we definitely want to go to. It's South Africa. We never played South Africa. And but we will. We played in northern Africa, like Egypt, at the pyramids, which was very nice.
Oh, very cool.
We played Morocco. They have a great festival, an annual festival, 60,000 crazy people. Who expects this in Morocco? Lenny Kravitz was watching it on television. He was in the same hotel. He played the night before, or he was going to play the night after us. So he said, "Wow, 60,000 people going crazy." He could see the crowd also from the hotel, and. So that was amazing, but in Africa you can't play that many places because all of the middle states, they have nothing to do with rock and roll at all. So South Africa, though, Cape Town, Joburg, they are the places we could play.
So back in the States, back in San Antonio, I know there's a lot of favorite songs that the audience here in San Antonio like that maybe in other places aren't hits. Is there one that you guys go to for San Antonio, or is there a favorite for San Antonio?
No, I think that I think the fans from San Antonio, they like to rock, so but they also like to listen to the ballads. So I think if we play songs like "Still Loving You," "Rock You Like a Hurricane," "Beat City Nights," "No One Like You," "The Zoo," and those songs, then everybody's happy.
Well, I don't think that there's anything that you would play that would disappoint anyone in San Antonio for sure. How about Mikkey Dee? Is he fitting in pretty well as the drummer now?
Yes, very, very much. I mean, he's with us now since almost 2.5 years, but I must say he fit in right away, and he's a great addition to the band. He's a very, very good drummer. He's very solid and a great drummer anyway. But he's entertaining too, and he fits right in. We have so much fun. We are flying together, traveling together, whatever. He's always talking, though. Even if you're reading a book, he comes to you and tells you his latest news, and that's maybe a bit too much once in a while. But no, he's doing fantastic. Very funny guy too.
So, has he brought anything new to the band? Is there new feelings, or is there new energy or anything that comes with Mikkey Dee?
Yes, he's got the extra energy, which helps all of us, and. Yeah, he's like, you can really rely on him when we are on stage. He kicks you in the butt, and he's there, and he's, right on and very powerful throughout the entire show. He's a real trooper, even, one night, if he doesn't feel like perfectly, you would never notice it because he's really strong and he plays great. Well,
you've been with the Scorpions forever, and you guys have been a band forever, and you've been on stages all over the world. At this point in your life, do you still get that thrill when you walk up that riser?
Absolutely. It's not like in the sense of nervousness, but the adrenaline, when it kicks in, it's a fantastic feeling, and you have the audience on your side. It's not like we are not a football team, where we have opponents. People come to see us and be with us. That's a fantastic feeling. And so, everybody is joining together. And when you are, going off stage, you feel like very pleasantly exhausted, like after a great workout. And, it's a fantastic feeling, to have people sing your songs, all over the world, and so that's some kind of kick you don't want to miss. So I'm glad when we announced the farewell tour, like almost 10 years ago, it was in 2010, that we made a great mistake. That we couldn't leave the stage anyway. We just didn't know it. It was like an advice from our manager back then, and the guy had no clue.
So after the break, you guys maybe just need a little break and then rejuvenated and ready to go.
Yes, absolutely. I mean, we have plans for next year. We are working on different things already, musically and touring-wise anyway. And so this is definitely not the end of the Scorpions yet. So
there's a chance you guys are going back in the studio?
Yes.
Awesome.
Just recently, we were never sure if we should do it or not, but there's so many signs on the horizon, producers, record companies, and everybody wants to work with us. So, we were not so sure for quite some time in recent years, like 2 years, because sometimes you think, okay, what else can you do after 50 years of Scorpions? But we are still creative and still have the energy. And if everybody comes to you and wants something and wants us to do something, then it's an extra motivation.
Well, again, it's the Crazy World Tour. It's to make up dates for all you guys who felt like you might have missed out. They're coming back Friday, September 7th, Freeman Coliseum. Opening up for the show, Queensryche. We're looking forward to it and can't wait to see you guys again.
Yeah, great. Yeah, I'm looking forward to come back to San Antonio. It's always been fantastic.
So, do you get tacos when you're here?
Absolutely. Lots of chili.
What kind of taco do you eat?
I like beef and chicken.
Oh, nice.
And I like it spicy.
Okay, red or green?
I love guacamole.
Oh, see?
I have to have a guacamole.
You and I will get along just fine then.
Super.
I appreciate you giving us some time today, and I know you guys are getting geared up for this next leg, and I appreciate you calling in and letting us know what's going on, so we can get excited about September 7th.
Super. So thank you very much, and it was great talking to you, and see you very soon in San Antonio.
Okay, Matthias, thank you very much.
Okay, thank you. Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.